Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail.
Historic Lambeau Field fittingly it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo rolling to his right. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
1st down and goal to go.
From the 10, 1st and goal. Now Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
The tackle made by DeVonta.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
The score, Packers 7, Cardinals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
His pass complete to Christian Kirk. It's a loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and 13 at the 22-yard line.
The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Drake. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Darnell Savage on the tackle. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On play action, it's Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Watch the screen! 13! Check 13! And 58 is the mic.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. Looking deep for Hilton. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He's brought down at the
tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
A 3-yard pickup.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 48 the mic. Ain't no
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
21.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Packers 7, Cardinals 0.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
I sat down with my accountant and said I got good news.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Running from the shotgun with Drake. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, the 30, And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Made by Kevin.
A huge play there for Arizona. And even 70 yards on the pickup. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Murray. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 21-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he rifles one incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now from Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch a signal for and take it.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's good.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Switch up, switch up. 58, boys, 58, 58. 11. Let's get up.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes you'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, Murray. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. It's Drake. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard. Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
The 43-yard line.
Here we go. 180! 12.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change? And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work? Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up. We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. first play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Murray. Packer pressure, and down he goes. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Fielded just inside the 30. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Being chased out left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Drake. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here, 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check, block 54, block 54. Right there, 54, right there.
From the gun, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The Packers take over.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Down and less than a yard.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
10 at the 36-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Back at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Sacked by Derek Barnett. He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17. Garoppolo now. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18 on 1st down. It's Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
A 24-yard.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the fourth. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. A limited scoring opportunity
from the 25.